Hey everyone, it's Jay from PokeVenture, and today I'm going to be providing a Glory of Team Rocket update. First, I'm going to cover the booster boxes and the prices. Then I'm going to get into the cards and how they're performing individually. Then I'm going to get into the briefcase price and my thoughts on that. Lastly, I'm going to wrap it up with, sorry, I'm a little tired today. I'm going to wrap it up with my thoughts on whether it's a good time to purchase and how the performance of Glory of Team Rocket has been going. So to get into it, as you can see here on TCG Player, the price of the booster box has actually been holding. It's around 190, 193 ship, let's say. The amount of listings has stayed very thin. I don't know why people haven't been putting more up, but even for the amount of listings, the amount of purchases has been very weak. As you see here, usually when a new set drops, like the day of, we're seeing like 1,000 purchases or 1,500 purchases. It's 50, it's 40, it's 100, like it's very, very weak. So this isn't great, but I do expect the reason why is because there's such a discrepancy from TCG Player to eBay, and the eBay prices, as I covered in my last video, they're pretty much the same as the last video. So 130, 135, no shrink shipped, and 150 with shrink shipped. I do see here that from Japan, most of these are actually coming directly from Japan. I think that could be a major reason why the prices are the way they are on eBay, but not TCG Player. I'm kind of shocked though that the people who have been receiving it from their Jap distros either obviously didn't buy a lot of bulk to put stuff up onto TCG Player and take advantage of that price point there. But the disparity between the two, at some point, it's going to catch up to TCG Player. I do expect that 50% drop, something like that, because this can't sustain. I don't think eBay's going to have this low price and then TCG Player keep that. Usually they're pretty neck and neck, with eBay being slightly under TCG Player. But the next thing I'm going to get into is the individual cards. So those have actually been performing pretty well. The main issue is we don't have a lot of listings to go off of, and we don't have a lot of pull rates to go off of. So we don't really have anything to determine, hey, this is going to hold its value or not. Obviously, cards just naturally, when they first get released, they're going to drop a little bit. How much they're going to drop is depending on the pull rates and depending on how many people are buying and ripping and opening these packs. But just to get into it, on the lower end and building our way up, the Meowth is coming in here at 35, let's say, shipped on TCG Player. 10 listings, so it's pretty weak, but the price point is very low. I thought it was going to perform a lot heavier than that, but it seems like, the market's saying no. The next one is the Giovanni. I'm not overly impressed with this card, but it is seemingly having a good value, so let's call it 75 shipped. And there's only one listing, so maybe that's not a really great way to depict what the actual price of the card is going to be. The next one on our way up, though, is the Nidoking. So I couldn't actually find one of these on TCG Player yet, but on eBay, the approximate price, as you can see here, is around $83, and the comparables are pretty much around anywhere from 80 to 90 shipped. The next one's going to be the Crobat. So this has great artwork. I really do like this card. I'm happy to see that its price point is quite up there, like 150, 155 shipped. But once again, we're just seeing 4 listings, so we'll just have to wait and see how this unfolds. Although it's still good, still good. The Moltres is next, so like 240 shipped. That's insane. Once again, 4 listings, so we're gonna wait and see, but that's really great. This card actually had a lot of criticism from when I was looking at it, and the communities were basically bashing it for its artwork, but I think it looks good. Of course, they could always do better, but the price point just shows that it's very special, special art rare. So 240, let's call it. The last one is our favorite, the $500 slapper of a Mewtwo, Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX with Giovanni here. So I really do like the artwork on this card. I do feel it is a $500 card, just not $500 card in Japanese. I feel like this would be an appropriate price point for the Destined Rivals or the English version. But to see this at 500, we only have 4 listings, so once again we have to allow time to go by. So Glory of Team Rocket's having kind of like a weird price point roller coaster here, where eBay coming from Japan super cheap, the TCG Player side, it's not getting a lot of listings, and it's not even getting a lot of sales. So I understand that there's just a few listings, or a lot less than what there typically is with an English set. But the thing that confuses me is that the purchases are still very low. So it's going to take another week or two for us to get enough data to actually have a proper educated opinion on this. But I do expect that the distributors or the stores and scalpers or whoever, investors, collectors, they're going to be receiving their shipments this upcoming week. There could have been something to do with Easter maybe, or the tariffs, or DHL had an announcement about anything over $800 is going to get stuck, and that could be factoring in. But I do expect this to catch up. I do expect 50 to 100 listings at least, and that should drive the price down substantially, where I think if eBay's at, let's say, 150 with shrink, I would suspect even on TCG Player for it to be around 120 or 100 shipped once with shrink, once the listings start piling up. The last one is the briefcase. So I love this briefcase. I think it's awesome. I definitely would like to get one. I just want to wait, just like the packs and the cards. I want to wait for the prices to come down a little bit more, because I feel like this is just way too hyped up. The briefcase is down to, let's call it 450, 445, whatever. The prices that we were seeing before, I saw as high as like 1,200, 1,300 for the briefcase pre-release. I mean, that's an insane drop, right? It's more than half. So the briefcase price, I suspect it's going to hold some type of value. I don't know if it's going to stick around the $400 mark. I mean, the briefcase is nice. I don't know if it's like that nice, and I don't know the amount of quantities either. So we kind of have to wait for that attaché case to sort of reveal itself in terms of its price point, in terms of how many people are actually getting it, and how many people are actually going to sell it as well too. But eBay does have quite a few listings for it. It's just holding a price of 450, let's call it. So to kind of wrap everything up, in my opinion, with Glory of Team Rocket, I would still wait another week or two. We're seeing the prices drop. eBay is very cheap compared to TCG Player, and it's kind of eerie, the amount of listings being so light on TCG Player and the amount of purchases being so light. Because it's one thing for the listings to be light, but it's another thing for the purchases to also be that light. This set was hyped up so much. I do feel it's delivered maybe 70% of the amount of hype, because of the fact that they came out with a full apparel line that came out with all these really cool accessories. And the new hit cards, the full arts like the Mewtwo and the Nidoking, the Crobat, that did come out a little bit later that we saw on Poke Beach, I do feel that those cards helped to sort of elevate the expectations and the high level that we expect from Pokemon in terms of the artwork. I do agree with everybody else, though, that they probably could have done a better job on the artwork, but I think just overall, if every set had accessories and apparel, that would be super awesome. Even if it's not like a full actual apparel line or briefcases or anything, but just a little bit more would be great, because then you could rep the set that you really, really like. And I think that would be really fun for everybody. So I hope that really helps. That's just been a market update. Today's April 20th, so happy 420. And I will definitely keep you guys posted if I see major changes. Not going to be doing videos every single day or anything like that on Glory of Team Rocket specifically. But there's 2 last things that I do really want to mention. First, if you can please sub, like, and drop a comment on your thoughts about what's going on with Glory of Team Rocket. I'd really appreciate that. And thank you very much for spending this time with me and supporting this community. It means a lot to me. The second thing is going to be that we are Whatnot streaming very frequently now. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, we are aiming to stream. So go check that out. There's so many free giveaways on there, guys. It's ridiculous. And the prices for these cards are so low. So there's great value there. No pressure, of course, but I definitely want to let you guys know if that's something that you don't like Whatnot, or you don't want to participate in any kind of auction stuff. I totally get it. We're still doing the Tyranitar giveaway, and I'm going to be doing that through the shorts since everybody favors that versus opening a lot of packs in a long form video. So we will also keep that up. So either way, there's lots of giveaways that we're providing to help give you guys some energy with Pokemon, and from us to you to show our love and support as well back as we've been receiving it from you guys. So I hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye.